So it's like 3:30. No, it's like 3:50 in the morning. I just wanted to make this video. I had a long, crazy day, a little stressful. Just kind of everything going wrong. Then I had a little issue, which turned out to be nothing, but it was just frustrating. So I ended up canceling a reservation, went to bed. But I just want to thank a lot of you guys. I do appreciate all the comments. I've seen a lot more people comment faster on some of these videos. I really do appreciate it. I know one person earlier, I kind of read a comment wrong. I was tired. It was a little bit whatever. I deleted that comment. It wasn't a bad comment or nothing. I wasn't trying to go back and forth. I just kind of read it wrong. And that's why I rewrote it. I deleted and rewrote another comment just trying to explain, like, look, I didn't understand what you were saying because I was tired. I was frustrated. I had a lot going on. But that's the main thing too, is you guys gotta realize, like, this stuff's not easy, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm not gonna stop. You guys kind of help keep me going, because sometimes I'd say it'd be so much easier to just quit and try to go find a job waiting tables. But then again, my whole thought process is, what do I want to do, wait tables till I'm like 90? No, I don't. So sometimes you just gotta work hard. You gotta go through the grind. It's gonna be low for a while, but it's gonna go up at some point. It just gotta put the work into it. That's what I'm trying to do. But you gotta understand, like, I'm going to school. I'm in my third term doing marketing, SNHU. I was supposed to do one class this term. They messed up, gave me two. So, but they're marketing classes. Maybe, it just puts a little bit more pressure on me. But time management, I'm getting better at doing these videos. Other thing too is these videos take a while to upload. YouTube Shorts like 2 minutes. This thing right here, this probably will take an hour and a half to render in Premiere Pro, and it's gonna take probably 2 or 3 hours to upload to YouTube, because you guys don't realize how many people are uploading content to YouTube across the whole world. Like, I don't even, like, it's 3:54 here right now. It could be 12 o'clock or 3:54 in the afternoon in Australia or something. So, their time they're uploading, because they're up. Most of you guys aren't even up right now here in Jacksonville. So I woke up because I went to bed early. I was stressed out. I got up, I was going to go to the gym. Then I kind of got there and I said, you know what? I forgot something. Then I was like, I might as well film this video, render it while I go back to the gym and do all that. But sometimes it just gets, trying to manage everything gets hard. But the main thing I want to do this, I want to say thank you. I do appreciate you guys. Like, I do all this stuff. I really do want to kind of help you guys. If I ever do anything and you guys think it's wrong, prove me wrong or ask me. And that's like with Uber Pet. Like, I wasn't trying to tell you guys that doesn't work, but I try to tell you why maybe it doesn't work. Like, basically, Uber Pet, you're still online, it's still registering you. You're not going to catch the surge, and then you might get a pet and then they might mess up your car. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, a lot of these things, I don't just clickbait you or make outrageous claims. I really just show you guys, like, look, try this out. Look how it works. Like, I don't claim you're going to make $3,000 a week. You guys don't ever, I push on there, like, I made like $9 that day in St. Augustine. I ended up making more because I had that reservation. I did a couple rides. I think I ended up making like $70. So it was a Wednesday. It's basically like my day off. Like, I still made money. But it was frustrating. I probably wasted just as much gas. Not just as much, but I wasted some gas, so my profit still wasn't that much. I'm going to actually break that down more, too, about expenses and different stuff. But that's going to be a little bit more complicated with episode to do. I do have one on spoofing with the airports. That's why I asked that question. If you guys interact with those polls, it does help. That one's already... I've already filmed it. I just have to edit it and then put it up. I even did another one for the riders, about how they manipulate them. That's already filmed. I just got to edit it and kind of upload it. I just kind of space some things out. Sometimes something else comes about. And then sometimes I run into problems, like with the slow day. Like, I put that picture and then I didn't put it up for like 3 or 4 days. I had to render that thing 4 times. And all it was one little file in my intro, outro. What somehow got misplaced, and I had to redo it, or I clicked on a different part of the clip. But that stuff I figure out. Like, you guys don't realize all these skills that I do, everything myself. I've learned all this self-taught. Like, I watched some YouTube videos. I learned how to do it. I don't have a background in all this stuff. Only thing I do is drive. I waited tables. I have a background, customer service, sommelier certification. That's about it. That's what I know. I know how to deal with people. I got more episodes coming. I got more stuff coming to help you guys. If there's anything you want to see that you might want to do, I know somebody asked something about the insurance, stuff like that. All that I'll kind of do. There's certain things I'm doing a little bit later on for certain reasons. All that stuff will be explained more so in the future. I just more tried to be transparent, just show you guys, like, it's not always up here. A lot of times it's kind of in the middle, and then sometimes it just sucks. It's just how it is. And maybe your area is better than mine, but it could be different times of the year. Maybe your area is busier in summer. Jacksonville sucks in the summer. And I don't remember last summer if it was this bad, or maybe it just because the rates were higher, it just seemed busier. Or maybe because I was working more because I wasn't doing YouTube stuff. I don't know. But it gets stressful. It gets a lot. But I keep doing it. I do appreciate everybody that likes and subscribes. All the buy me coffee, all that stuff, don't worry about it right now. I honestly just try things out, and then I think about it. I'm like, why am I even bothering with them? Like, I just want to, my main focus is the message, helping you guys out. Like, I actually do care. And the reason why I care is because I go through the same stuff. It's frustrating, it's aggravating, and it's stressful. And I know how it is, but I don't want to clickbait you and say, hey, you can make $3,000 a week. Maybe I get a few more views. Maybe it'd go a little bit more viral if I made a little bit, I don't even think I could make the thumbnails any better. I actually do pretty good, and that's with Canva. But that's the thing is, why do all that just to clickbait you to get a few views? Like, I'd rather have organic people that actually want to keep coming back, keep watching, because I have something to offer you. I have something to show you. I have something to help you. And that goes too with the school community. You guys want more information, more help? Join this school community. It's free. The link's in the description. Just join it. There's a bunch more videos on there now. There's actually some more in-depth ones. They're kind of locked. That certain ones are kind of locked, but all this is just days. You don't have to pay for it. It's not like, oh, this guy's trying to give us information, trying to hook us in there, and then now he's going to charge us. No, I'm not going to charge you guys. It's free. Like, I make money off affiliates, and eventually once YouTube gets monetized, I'll make some money off that. But that's still a long way away. I still got to get 500 or 1,000 subscribers. There's 2 different levels. Doesn't matter. I got Gridwise, I got Amazon. Those little things help. I do appreciate it. And the reason why I push those products is because they actually help. Like, I even had another affiliate partnership with somebody else. I'm not going to say their name, and I do appreciate them, but I ended up telling them, like, look, I don't really use what you got, and I forgot about them. And I told them, I said, look, right now I don't really use that for anything because of the way I do my videos. So I just don't want to turn down money, but I don't think I'm a good fit at the moment. And they kind of respected that, and that's why I'd be honest. And some people are like, well, that's crazy, you're leaving money on the table. It's not really leaving money on the table. Some things just aren't a fit, and maybe at this point we weren't really kind of put together, and I was even surprised they even wanted to do it. But maybe they see something that I didn't see at that moment, but at the same time, I just wasn't using them enough to really make it worth it. So I let them know that. I always be honest. So you got to know, even sometimes I'm not just trying to put people on there to get paid. If I don't really believe in it, if I don't think it's something good, then I'm probably not going to do it. I'm not going to sell out for a paycheck. So it said device overheating, but it's just the camera, and it's not even hot. So I don't know how it did that, but I took the case off of it. But besides that, I just want to thank everybody. But it gets a little bit much sometimes. I make probably less money because I do all this, but at the same time, I just want to try to help everybody. If you guys do the school community, that way we can interact, makes it a little bit easier. It's free. That's why I did it. I'm not trying to charge you. Affiliate links, I promote those because they help. I use them. That's it. So it's a little bit of money. It helps. If you guys try it out, I mean, you can't beat trying out 14 days, but really, Gridwise, I know I say it a lot, but honestly, they really help. I mean, it makes a huge difference. And then I've seen other people talk about, how do I track this? It could track your earnings. You can link it. I don't have mine linked. I just haven't set it up because I use it more for a different reason. It's more so for the airport, stuff like that. Tracking all that, I don't really care because of however else I do it, but everybody's different. But it's easier just to do it however you got to do it. But do it like that. Click the link, add a description, the school community, all that stuff kind of helps. So do all that. It's a good thing. I do appreciate it. I just wanted to show all this stuff. I do appreciate all the comments. I do appreciate you guys watching the video, liking, subscribing, doing all that stuff. It does help. It does make a difference. And I'll keep uploading more videos. I got some more stuff coming. I just got to do them. It takes a little bit of time. Sometimes I feel like they're not really put together as good as they could be, but at the same time, it's more about the message, not necessarily about a production. Not really trying to do a documentary, not really trying to do this or that. But if you guys also want to do interviews, I know I might not live in your area, but Zoom, or if you have an iPhone, FaceTime. It's not that hard. We could do it like that. I'll put you on a channel, because there's some people I like to get a little information about them, kind of do stuff like that, kind of switch it up a little bit. More so, always, instead of just instructional videos, I do want to do deep dive more into some of the other things like Waymo, some other stuff, give you guys a little bit more in-depth look at that. I like trying to break stuff down because it gives people a different view, because a lot of times you guys just don't take a step back and look at stuff and say, well, why is that like that and this or that. You kind of just go off what you read in the news or what you see on Reddit, and Reddit's not always the best place for information. You got a lot of disinformation, you got a lot of bots, and you got probably a lot of Uber putting other information to kind of discredit a lot of stuff that we say. But besides that, I just want to let you know I got more stuff coming. Buy me coffee, do all that stuff. Don't worry about it. Just affiliate links, use them. I might have more in the future. That'd be nice. I might have some more brands, but till that time comes, till you see them on there, well, just use what I got. It does help. And then besides that, I just wanted to kind of show my appreciation and say thank you for everybody that comments, because I do try to interact. I'm starting to get a little bit more comments, starting to get a little bit harder to interact as quick, but if you notice, I still go back on her and I still do it. It just might take a little bit more time, or I have something else going on, because you got to remember, I do have school, and I have the school community I'm trying to set up. I got YouTube, and I still got to drive, which is getting harder to do sometimes, but I got to drive around trying to make some money. And then I still got, that's about it really, besides trying to go on all the social media and post stuff and get stuff, which gets a little bit much. I'm still going Reddit sometimes, send some of you guys over here, but now I'm starting to see a lot more people just find it through the browse features. It makes a little less work. Plus, I don't want to be on there and try to feel like I'm just spamming everybody with stuff. But at the same time, you got to put in legwork to get people to know where to come from. I went on some Facebook groups, put some stuff, but I kind of got a little bit more worried on there because I see too many cash ride stuff and too much stuff that I don't want to be associated with. So I don't know if I want to stay on there. I might not. I don't really care for Facebook too much. Instagram is a little bit better, but even that, still, it's just a different style. So I just wanted to make this video. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I just couldn't sleep no more. I was stressed out earlier, frustrated. I actually might drive around, but then again, I don't really like drive around this early in the morning because I got too much other stuff going on. But at the same time, my big thing is thank you guys, but also to just go sign up for the school community. It's free. That way you'll get a little bit more in-depth stuff. It's a little bit broken down a little bit more. I'm still working on it, but as I add more stuff, you'll have more information, more access to stuff. Plus, the longer you're on there, you'll get more access to more of the videos, because I do have to kind of stage it out just to make it a little bit easier. And then some of that stuff I'll eventually put on here. I'll make separate videos maybe for school compared to YouTube, but they're both free sometimes, so it doesn't really, I don't know if I'm really gonna make different stuff. I might just put more detail in there. It might just be easier, less kind of with an intro, outro, which even this one doesn't have. But I just try to do all that, just trying to help, you know, see other people try to copy and do stuff. Always be wary. If something seems too good to be true, most likely it probably is. So always take a step back. One thing about me, I'm not going to try to lead you down the wrong path. But if I am wrong about something and you prove me wrong, or you say, hey, and then I take a look at it and I realize I'm wrong, I'll admit it. I ain't got nothing to prove. I'm not trying to impress anybody. Like, be careful too when you see Premier rides, when you see that stuff, because Premier is a loophole for Uber Black. I'm gonna do an episode on it, but your area might be good. It might actually be something you want to try, but I'll have to figure it out later on because of the fact that I gotta do an episode. I'll break it down. Once I break stuff down, I get a little bit more information. I get a better look at it, and then you get a better look at it. That's what I aim to do. But just be careful when you see stuff on YouTube, because when you see crazy good stuff, sometimes it's there's something behind it. So always take a step, look back. One thing about me, when I post stuff, I'm not trying to impress nobody. I'm just trying to show you, like, this is what this is or that. And then sometimes I even be careful with the YouTube shorts. Started to see, like, maybe I was just complaining. I don't really try to complain. I just try to show more real world, like, this is what I just went through. Maybe you're going through it. That's why I try to do it like that. Sometimes I don't really like the way it went, so I'll not do it, and then sometimes I will do it, and sometimes I feel like I'm doing too much. Sometimes I feel like it's more of a Instagram post or a post on Reddit or something, so I have to, like, be mindful of that. But at the same time, I'm not doing a YouTube short to get 5 million views. I'm doing a YouTube short to give you information. There's a difference between me and other people. I might could do a few things a little bit better. I'm working on trying to do it like that, but at the same time, I'm still trying to stay to the core content, which is information. Trying to give information. I'm not trying to go viral. I'm just trying to help people out. Some people probably don't need this information. Why? Because they probably don't drive for Uber or Lyft or anything, so they don't care. So I understand that. That's not who I'm really trying to target in the first place. When I go on a trip eventually, I might get pushed back a little bit. I'm still waiting to see what happens. Then some different people might watch the content, but I'll still be doing the same stuff. But all that's kind of in the works. Things change, things work out. But when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it at some point. So sometimes, things happen to where you got to wait a little bit longer, push it off, or reorganize it. And that's how I'm going to be. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. It's just sometimes I might have to wait a little bit longer. I might have waited too fast to try to do something, or I have to reorganize it because there's a certain situation or a way to do it that didn't quite work out. But besides that, one thing you learn about me, I'm just trying to help you guys. I'm just trying to teach you guys stuff from my experiences, so you don't got to know. The same way with the scam thing. That's why most people wouldn't even put that on there. Like, oh, I don't want to admit that I got scammed. I don't care. It was like $100. I was so frustrated. But the reason why I put it on there is because I've had other people like, man, I had this happen to me. I'm like, if you'd have just watched this video, maybe you wouldn't have had it happen. But maybe one day everybody will see it so they'll know. Because, really, they should put it on their website or something just so people would know. But Uber doesn't care. At the end of the day, they care less whether you keep driving, you quit driving, or you get scammed or whatever. All they care about is they got enough people to cover their rides, or they got enough new people to cover their rides, because new people they can control. The longer you've been with Uber, the less they can control you, because you learn from a lot of errors and stuff, and that's what they don't like. They like new people. They don't really like old people. They're not like most companies where they really they like people that have been there forever. No, they want new people, and new people. Why? Because new people, they don't know what they're doing. And that's the thing about Uber. You always got to remember, they hope you don't know what you're doing. And whatever they say, there's always something behind it, and it's not always correct, and it's not always in your favor. 99% of the time, whatever Uber says or does, it's in their favor, it's not in your favor. So always be mindful of that, and that's what I try to show, and that's what I try to point out. So I'm going to go now because I got to sit here in the parking lot. Probably people looking weird, but hey, they'll see it on you.